Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Here we are for Division 4 Baku, round 13. We've seen a few divisions racing already. There's been lots of carnage and chaos. We're going to see any crashes in the castles tonight. We'll have to wait and see. I'm your host, Nishka. I'm joined in the comms box tonight by Sick Party. Sick Party, how are we tonight, mate?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you, Nishka?
Yeah, I'm doing well, mate. Doing well. Busy time of the year for me at the moment, but we're kicking on, heading towards the end of the season. What have you made of the racing so far this week, mate?
Well, it's a bit of it's a bit difficult for me to say because I was racing in Div 1 and in Div 2. Div 2, bit of chaos, to be fair. We had a red flag. I'd say Div 1 was just mostly people just accidentally bidding it. There was a fair few of that, but overall, it's what you kind of expect from Baku. It's always going to be chaos here, so...
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think we'll see anything different from that tonight. I think it'll be a bit more chaos as we will sort of head down to the grid as they load in. And we will see what's happening down there. I'll get you to run us through the grid once everyone loads in, mate. And here we are. We're there.
All right, so what, you just want me to go through everyone that's racing, pretty
Yeah,
much?
yeah, mate. You just go through from the top
All
to the
right.
bottom, mate.
All right, so or from the top, we got Super Duck in the Alpine. Promoted from Div 5 a few weeks ago, I think it was. He's too good. Then we got Karma in the Haas. We got Kungbus in the McLaren. We got Jay-Z in the Haas. We got Mitchell in the Alpine. We got Muzz is big, the best driver, my favorite, in the Ferrari. We got Naya, who is my true best driver in the kick. We got Patrick's. We got, what is that, AXTT in the Aston. We got Com United in the V-Carb. We got Sirotkin in the Williams. We got Sonny Bray in the the Merc. We got TMT in the other kick. We got Quicksilver in the Ferrari, championship leader, probably looking to extend his lead to, was it Mitchell, I think it is? And then we got Minmay in the Williams, we got Brian the Aston, we got Devo in the other Mercedes, we got SJ in the Red Bull, and we got Goats for Life in the McLaren, and then hopefully soon we'll have Milano in that second V-Cup seat.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Who you looking out for on this grid so far tonight? As we see one of your drivers, mate, Noah Eshe, he's driving around now, coming up towards the dreaded castle section. He's on his out lap. He's been followed around by one of the Burks, one of my teammates, Sonny Bray. He's going to be hot on his heels. But yeah, who are you sort of looking for in this grid tonight, mate?
Honestly, I'm thinking this race is going to be another, was it Quicksilver versus Mitchell fight, like a lot of these Div 4 races tend to be. And sometimes we have a few, like Patrick sees someone else who tends to be up there in this Div. But at Baku, safety cars, castle section, anything can really happen. There's a good chance that someone can qualify at the back and still finish in like the top 5, like what was it Ricciardo did last night in Div 2. So...
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Absolutely. As we're seeing Noah Eshe, he's coming down to get us started. I'll take this away with your driver's lap here, mate. And, yep, plenty of battery burnt down to the line. He's already down to 60% coming up to the line. So maybe Sick Party needs to be doing a little bit of work with him there in the practice, sorting that out. But anyway, back to the action. He comes down. It's turn 2 here. Nicely done for him. Battery on. Burning down this DRS straight. All the way down. What's it going to be? Down to 40%. Chucks it back into medium for this tricky little third. Does it nicely. Gets back on the power there. No battery burn there. Just leaves it in medium. Down in second. Little bit of wheel spin there. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. Down into this next little sector here. Want to keep it tight to the wall. Takes plenty of the curb there. He's going to lose a little bit more time there. So a little bit untidy through this middle sector of the lap here. Plenty of time in it for him. Doesn't cut that as much as what you probably can. Comes down to the castle. This is a tricky little sector here. Takes it nice and carefully through there. Wants to get that lap on the board. Gets another bit of wheel spin there. So that's going to cost his exit again. Burning down Is he going to pick up a little bit of a slipstream here? He looks like he's probably going to get slipstream the whole way down the straight here, unless this car just decides to get out of his way. Doesn't look like it's going to get out of his way at the moment, though, as he comes down into this next little sector here, burning that battery. He's going to pick up a little bit of tow into the little chicane onto the main straight. A little bit dirty there by the looks of it as well. That could cost him a little bit of time. 20% battery, burning it all the way down. Hasn't burnt it yet, but now he's burning it. DRS open down to the line. What's it going to be to start the night for Norrische? 40.3. So did he get started with that? Who else we got? Sonny Bray, he goes fastest with a 40.2 there. What did you make of your driver's lap there, Sick Party?
Definitely a bit scruffy from the looks of it there. I've just realised everyone and I have done the exact same lap time, so it's funny. Yeah, it was definitely a bit of a scruffy lap from Naya. It definitely could have been a bit better, but it is what it is. It's just a banker, and we've got a McLaren retiring, but I think they might have a quali ban. I think.
Yeah, he's retired in the pits, so he's fine. TMT, other
Yeah.
driver, he's come across the line with a 40.7 there. We're seeing it Aston Martin, he's coming up towards the line there. Brian, he goes fastest with a 140.1. QuicksilverDec, 39.5. He has smashed it out of the park. He's 6/10 up on anybody else at the moment. Time's coming in thick and fast here at the moment, mate.
Oh, Mitchell is on a lap. He's in, what was it, Sector 2, about to cross into Sector 3. I reckon we should keep an eye on what he's going to do, as he's Quicksilver's, I think, main championship contender. Like P2 in the standings, I think Mitchell is. So we'll see what Mitchell can do as he comes up out of the right-hander to the line. He's in hot lap, which is a bit of a questionable thing to do in this game, but yeah, but it drops all the battery. What can Mitchell do? Will it be provisional pole? Yes, it will be by give or take 2/10. That's pretty good lap from Mitchell.
That's a fantastic lap. As a banker as well, 39.3. That is a huge time there for Mitchell. I believe Patrick's on a lap as well in the Red Bull. He is one of these contenders to these guys. He's coming down to the line, burning all that battery. He's run out of his battery deployed though before the line. That's going to hurt him big time. And it's only going to be P8 for Patrick, so 140.4. He's a little bit off the pace here tonight so far, Sick Party. Seager Williams coming down to the line though. I believe that could be Sorokin. It looks like is he doing another lap here? What's Sorokin doing? It looks like he is.
Yeah, he's got the battery for it, so he's burning the battery, so it looks like he will be. I think Pom's about to finish a lap though, as he crosses the line. No, I think he might have just been starting. Never mind. But we'll see what Sorokin can do if he is on another push lap, which I think he is because he's up. Was that 200th of a second in Sector 1? So
yeah,
probably keep an eye on him.
Yeah, so he's improving just slightly. You got both the Hasses, they're sort of coming down to the line at the moment. You got Krutakama, I think he is on a lap. I believe he's gone again. He's coming down towards the DRS zone now. Puts it into the pits. So
what about his teammate? Is his teammate going in as well?
Yeah, his teammate's going in.
Yeah, his teammate's in. So then I think it's Mitchell, who also looks like he's going into the pits.
Yes.
And behind Mitchell is Patrick, who is also looks like he's going to go into the pits. Was that Sorokin then?
I think Sorokin's pulled out as well, but looks of it maybe, because he's burned a lot of battery. He's got no battery left.
Oh, he's going across the line. What's it going to be? What is that? 40.460. That's pretty decent from Sorokin there. Coming up.
Yeah, so, not bad. Not bad for the Div4 driver. So that's pretty good from him so far. I believe we've got Combi United. He's going to be coming down towards the line as well. We did see him. He's invalidated though, so that's an interesting one. You don't see too many invalidations around Baku, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly, I think the only like 2 spots you could probably really invalidate this track was it that massive right-hander before Castle, where if you just cut it too much, and was it you have Castle, and you have that left-hander, and there's like that bit of like runner bit, or what was it? It's like, you have the left after Castle, and there's like the curb, and then on the exit you can go outside the white lines too much, and it's really annoying. It's probably my least favorite bit of the track on the exit of Castle there. Give or take where one of the Red Bulls is, or where the section like SJ just did back there is what I'm talking about. Speaking of SJ, I believe he's on a lap, which, yeah, so good call. Yeah, he's dropping his battery. He's got about 37% going onto the big Baku straight, burning a little bit on the exit of that braking zone, which is probably what you should be doing. That's what I was doing in quali at least. Got 25% now, just holding it, and should be burning it soon if he's going. Yep, he's dropping all the battery to the line. What can SJ do? It is a 40.3, which puts him P6.
Yeah,
so
that's
pretty solid. Pretty solid first lap. Get into the top 6 there. Still, if we compare it to like everyone around, that's really good. But if we compare it to like the likes of Mitchell and Quicksilver, then yeah, those 2 guys are just in another league tonight by the looks of it. I mean, just like they're pretty close together, and from Quicksilver to P3, it's 5 tenths. So it's just those 2 have just been on a roll this season, and yeah.
Sonny Bray's looking to put himself here up into the 39s. He was up 3 tenths coming through sector 2. What can he do? He's picking up a really nice toe here too. That's going to be really helping him down to the line. What's it going to be for Sonny Bray in the Merc? He's going to put it 39.5. So he pips QuicksilverDec there. So that's fantastic lap there from the Merc driver. Who else we got? We got the other Merc coming down towards the line as well. I believe that's Devo. What's he going to do? Can he put himself into the 39s? Burning down to the line, he can. He goes to 39.8, so fantastic lap from him. We got one of the kicks coming down to the line. I believe that's Naya. He goes P7. We got a Red Bull. He's on an out lap. That's Patrick starting his lap. We got, I believe, Milano. He is on a lap. I think Combi United just started. So we got Milano coming down to the line. We got Alpine. I believe that might be Soup for Duck. No, I don't think it was. I think that might have been Mitchell starting his lap. Soup for Duck might be on one. But we see Milano, he puts in a 42.2. We're seeing the other kick driver, TMT, he's coming down to the line. What can he do? He goes 40.6. We got an Aston Martin coming down to the line. I believe this is Brian. He set a good time early on. No, that's not him. AXT's coming down to the line. And he's into the pits. We got Ferraris coming towards the line. We got Mars. I believe he's giving QuicksilverDec a bit of a tow here. So what's going to happen for the Ferraris? It's going to be QuicksilverDec goes a 39.3 and Muzz does a 40.5. So good little toe there for QuicksilverDec, putting him up into P2. We got the Mercs P3, P4. We still got Mitchell there. He's set a great time.
I believe Bry's on a monster of a lap here, and he goes pole.
Whoa!
Yeah, by 4 tenths. I think going into sector 3, he was around a second up on his last lap time from what I saw. So it's just an insane monster of a lap. Mitchell is also now been demoted to P2. He's also on a lap. He's got a lot of battery coming onto the final straight at Baku. His 10th improvement going into sector 3. It's dropping the battery 40%. Stops burning it, going through the little left-right bit. 30% now. Still not burning quite yet. And there we go. Dropping all his battery to 0%. Patrick goes P2 as well. And can Mitchell respond and take back provisional pole? He goes to the front row, an improvement by 1.8 tenths. So still good lap from Mitchell, but Bry's still clear by 2 tenths over the Alpine. So,
and Bry's retired.
I think he's stacked at the castle.
He's binned it.
Who's near there? There's a Haas. Where?
The
Oh,
Haas.
yo! He's
Oh
just in the
yeah,
middle of the piste on the
he's
track.
binned it.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
days. So this really spices things up now because he's not going to get a final lap. Mitchell will, Patrick will, Quicksilver will. Common United's put himself up into that top 5 as well. But pushing the Mercs down to P6 and P7. I know Zombie will be happy about that. Mercs in 6-7. He loves a bit of that. Soup for Duck, Nair P9. Sorokin, I believe, not sure whether he's on a lap or not here. We've got a... Doesn't look like
He's
he
on for a
is.
little improvement from what I saw going into the last sector. He's also got a lot of battery and he's burning it, so I think it's fair to say he is. But if he's not, we'll just probably see him come into the pits. But yeah, he's just dropping all that battery onto the right side of the track. Where can Sorokin go? It is up to P8 with a 39.8. So good lap from the Williams from Div4.
Yeah, really good. 39.8. That's going to be super competitive when we see him go around again tomorrow night in Div 5. So he's getting a good little cider tonight. We're seeing most people now, they are into the pits with 3 minutes 15. Mitchell's going to have to get on his bike. He's going to have to get into the pits and get back out real quick smart if he wants to try and take pole here. So we'll just take a quick look, take quick stock. What's your thoughts of the qualifying so far here, Sick Party? It's yeah, is it going the way you thought it would, or a few surprises?
Definitely a few surprises. I mean, we had Bry go on a monster of a lap, and then do what Ricciardo did and just spin it in quali. Except the only difference is between Bry and Ricciardo is Bry got his really good lap in, and Ricciardo did not get a lap in. So, the Astons, they've been looking really good at Baku. Well, Bry has AXT down in P17. I think he could be on a lap based off his battery, but maybe not. Now we're just seeing everyone go out the pits, which is around the time you want to go out, really. So it looks like the Ferraris are going out together again, probably gonna maybe give each other a tow, which is definitely useful at Baku, to say the least. Like, if anyone at Baku would appreciate a tow from the teammate down the straight, and yeah, they've just swapped. Is anyone on a lap? Sorotkin's got the battery for it, but I don't know if he is.
Mitchell's not going to get a lap in here.
Oh, how much time's left?
He's not out of the pits.
Nah, he won't.
He's done.
He won't.
He's
He won't.
done.
He's
done.
Yeah, he's done.
So Mitchell's done there in P2. Bry's done in P1. Can we see Patrick, Quicksilver, Com, even one of these Mercs take this pole off Bry at the moment? We're going to have to wait and see who we got coming down, starting a lap there. Looks like we got a bit of a kick, started the lap. We've got Devo, he's starting a lap, and Sonny Bray, he's starting a lap as well. They're going to be the first ones sort of coming across the line. The Ferraris are sort of stacked up back in the pack there a little bit, as you can see on the mini-map there. Patrick, I believe, he's going to be one of the last cars to start a lap here, so he's going to be one to watch right at the end of this session. But we'll stick with the Mercs. We'll see how they get started as they come down through into the first sector. We got Sonny Bray, Devo's teammate, just in front of him there. Can he put a lap together to storm into the top 5? Gonna have to wait. Oh, Sonny Bray hits the wall, so that's gonna really hurt his lap. We got Soup for Dark. He's there in P9. He was following around behind Sonny Bray. Is he gonna be improving as he comes down through sector 1? What's it gonna be looking like here? I just heard some more banging there. Did I just hear another car just smash into another wall?
I think Soup clipped the wall at turn 3, just a little bit, but it looked like Soup did.
As he comes through sector 1, anyway, here he is up a 10th. So that is going to start putting the cat amongst the pigeons for P. Whoa, Sorokin goes P7. I was going to say, can Soup knock Devo off? He's 2/10 behind. He needs a really good second sector here. QuicksilverDec and that, they are coming through as well. Patrick, he's the last car on track, pretty much, apart from maybe a Williams I see behind it. I think that is Sorokin, so it definitely is Patrick that will be the last car. Soup for Duck coming through sector 2. Is he improving enough? Skips the curb there, takes it nicely. It's coming down. It's getting a nice... No, he's lost time. So it's not going to be him. Devo's invalidated. So we said it's hard to invalidate, but people were invalidating. Com United, is he improving? He is just in front of Patrick here, so he could be one. QuicksilverDec, he's coming down to the end of Sector 2 here. What's it going to be? Is he improving?
Oh, Quick's going to have a massive toe from Muzz here, his teammate.
He's 4/10 up as well. He's 4/10 up. We could be seeing pole here. He's going to get a massive toe.
Dreams from Quicksilver here. He's got the toe from his teammate. He's already, what was it, 4/10 up?
They've worked this out.
Pole. Let's see if he can do it. And if he can Patrick respond and get it back? Or take it? He can't.
Oh, he can't. Patrick's invalidated.
Patrick's invalidated. So that's it. That's it. Oh.
That's it.
Wow.
Bry holds on. Quick gets himself on the front row. Mitchell takes P3, doesn't get out for a final lap. Patrick invalidated. Com didn't improve. Yeah, wowee. What a
quali.
What an interesting quali towards the end there. That was all happening, and everything that I was looking to happen didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? From Quicksilver, from P2 to P4, the gap is only half a 10. So that's just really close between Quick, Mitchell, and Patrick's, which has kind of been the theme of the whole season, if I'm being honest. It's been those three fighting it out mainly. So, wow. It's still very surprising that Bry still managed to hold on with his lap at the end there. I thought Quicksilver was going to get him with the toe from Muzz as well, but it just didn't happen, I guess.
Yeah, I thought for sure once he was 4/10 up there. I thought for sure he was looking at a pole there especially with the toe, like he said, off his teammate. But yeah, didn't work out that way. We're gonna go down to the track. We're gonna be in the pit lane. What's going to be happening at Baku? Is there going to be any more surprises? It looks like it's a bright, sunny day in Baku. Looks like we're going to see some nice, fair racing on a fair track. But we do know Turn 1 can be carnage here, Sick Party. I'm going to let you take us away for the race start as these guys put their setups on their cars, final adjustments. Yeah, I can't wait to get this one on the way, but you take us out for the lights out, mate.
All right. Well, we're just waiting for make some tire pressure changes, maybe drop the front wing a bit because it's Baku. In the race, you always want the lowest wings possible just to be able to make those moves on this massive straight. It'll be interesting to see if these guys can get through Turn 1 cleanly because I know on Div2, those guys behind me, because I think it was right behind me, they definitely struggled to get through. Well, they got through Turn 1, they didn't get through Turn 2, so it will definitely be interesting to see if these guys can make it through cleanly, but hopefully they will. Hopefully for the sake of the Div4 stewards, they will.
Yeah, aka me. I don't want to see any crashes. No crashes, please.
It's Baku, mate. It's Baku. It's Div4. I don't mean to throw Div4 under the bus, but there's definitely been a lot of incidents from memory in previous weeks, but yeah, we'll just see what's going to happen tonight when we finally get going.
Yeah, I don't know what the hold up is here, but some serious setup adjustments going on. The guys are getting right into it. Crowd's getting restless. Everyone's getting restless at home. All the viewers. I hope you're all having a good night so far. Ready for an interesting race. Winter's saying Sick Party trying so hard not to swear.
Yep. Actually, Winter's wrong. I'll only be difficult not to swear if a kick gets murdered, because when I've engineered the kicks before, a lot of times I've said questionable thing. Oh, no, we got 5 red lights now. So when the lights go out, we'll see if these guys can make it through lap 1, turn 1 cleanly. And here we go. I think Quicksilver might get Brian to turn 1 here. A bit of wheel banging there. Oh, I think they all looks to get through a bit scruffy at the back, but I think it's all fine. Bit of wings flying. But I think Bry has held on to the lead there to Quick. I think Mitchell might be trying to go for a move on Quick now. Nah, can't get it done. There's a few changes at the back between Soup and Sorokin there. Maybe, what was that, Devo trying to get a move on Sorokin as well. Around the outside. Oh, a bit of a with Baku, so it's very tight in general. But, yeah. So, for the front guys, they all got through it cleanly by the looks of it.
Oh, there's a bit happening back here. There's a bit happening back here. But, the kicks are involved in that. There's a bit happening. There's a missing wing. I believe that is on Irish. He's got a wing missing. He pushes through on the inside of the Red Bull of the Governor. Oh, there's plenty happening on this first lap. Who's got damage? Oh, it looks like he's going to have to get that replaced. That's for sure. Anyone else got damage back here?
That's unfortunate for the kick.
Yeah, the kick's got a bit of damage there. A bit of a gap opening up. Muzz, he's fallen a second behind. He's nearly out of the DRS, and he's missing an end plate, so he's in a bit of trouble. The Quicksilver's in a bit of trouble. Sorokin, he's got through. Oh, no, he hasn't. He's got wing damage too, so all those three, they must have come together there. Devo, he's battling hard here, trying to stay within it. Does he have wing damage as well? There's wing damage everywhere. It looked like he was missing an end plate there. It looks like Aston up the front there's missing an end plate too. Or is my game glitching?
I think. Okay. And quickly we're going to move on Brian to turn one. I believe Bri has both end plates there, which it looks like he does for me. And could we see Quick go for the move here with the DRS into turn 3? He's burning all the battery though. And down the inside, Quicksilver. Bri still fighting it though. And he just hooks it around the outside of Quick. And Quick can't really do much about that there. Both of them just low on battery. Presumably they would have been all dropping it. Now Mitchell is on the attack. We got Haas DNF. We got Haas is out at the back. Is that a VSC? I think.
Like VSC.
Was it Kruder? I think Kruder binded at turn 3 is what my guess is. I think that's where his car was.
Milano's got a 10-second for a severe collision with Kruder Karma too. So, yeah, that's an interesting one. Have to wait and see what happens there. Someone's saying he did a Piastri. Yeah. Anybody else?
So now, hopefully, unlike last night in Div4,
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but
he's done a winter. Nice done a winter. Oh my god.
Nice done a winter, and then I seen a V-carb smash absolutely fair dinkum straight up the back of a McLaren, and I was on board with it when it happened. Yeah, that was. Oh man, this is carnage. This is what we expected from Baku, but we're back racing. We're back racing. Let's get back to the front.
All right, Mitch. He's now sitting in P2 in that position he'd probably like to be in, especially at Baku. Oh, Quick goes a bit deep there. He's in the runoff. It's got damage. That's wing damage for our championship leader.
Oh, there's more damage back into. There's carnage everywhere. Oh my days!
If you're Mitchell right now, you're gleaming with joy at seeing the championship rival just go off the track. And now it's. And I think Com's lost DRS as well to Patrick and the train in front. But as they're fighting in Sector 2 here, he might be able to get it back. Now, Soup is probably not going to be wanting... He's probably going to try to hold up Quicksilver as much as he can, which is what you normally do, but even more considering his teammates, Quicksilver's main championship rival here. But just chaos at Baku, which is to be expected. I mean, every division's tends to have chaos here. Just straight track, very tight, and you got the castle section. So, just drama at Baku.
Yeah, this has been crazy so far. Plenty of wings missing. I'd love to have shares in wings at the moment. It'd be going off. That'd be skyrocketing. But at the moment, Mitchell doing a fantastic job. He's out in front of Bry, but Bry's got plenty of battery here saved up. He's going to be within that DRS, I believe. We'll see. Is 8/10 enough to get a move done? We'll have to wait and see as they're burning down the straight here. He's close at the 7/10. He's going to get that DRS open. He's not going to have much battery left, though, by the time he does get it open. Is he going to be able to make the move, though? 3/10, 2/10. Not enough. Mitchell
He's
holds
probably
on.
going to try go for into... Oh, Bryce! Oh, my Lord.
Oh, what's
And
happening?
that's giving Patrick the position.
Oh, Bry,
And
what?
Bry went deep at turn 1.
Oh,
He did what? He did a Quicksilver pretty much. And now Mitchell's got the 1.6 second lead. So that is... This is perfectly falling into the hands of Mitchell.
Oh,
here.
where's he going? He's in the runoff. No, he's in the runoff.
He's done the Kaz. He's done the Kaz now from Div4. In the runoff. Oh, it's just falling apart from Bry here. Oh,
Yeah, wow,
in the McLaren of Kungbus is... I think he's tapped Bry in the runoff, and Bry's got a severe collision from it. That is from bad to even worse for Bry. It's just really unfortunate there from our pole sitter. Wow.
Yeah, so that's that's thrown us better in the works. That's GG's at the moment for Bry. Hopefully he can get something to get himself back into the race. Governor, he's down there in P11 at the moment as well. He doesn't look like he's got any damage trying to get through. Muzz is just dealing with that damage he's got at the moment quite well, hanging on to these guys. So he's doing a pretty good job. Minmay just creeping into the race now, P8. He's right on the back of Devo, who does have that wing damage, looking to hold these guys up with that damage as well, to help his teammate Sonny Bray getting away 2.4 seconds up the road. He's really struggling to hold on to these front 5 at the moment. As QuicksilverDec, he is having another look now with that damage. Com looks like he's struggling a little bit here. He's going to get double done here by Soup for Duck and QuicksilverDec. They go through. Com drops to 5th. And Patrick, he's just trying to get back into that DRS and Mitchell. Mitchell doing a good job at the moment. And as you can see, Mitchell, very similar batteries. 1.2 seconds up the road. Can Patrick get involved in this? QuicksilverDec, though, can he get past Soup? Doesn't look like it at the moment here. Thoughts on how this race is panning out so far here?
Well, it's very unexpected from what we've seen. I mean, we've seen Bry, pole sitter. He'd been doing quali. He went deep at turn 1 in the race. And then he ended up in the runoff on the same lap. So very unexpected. It's still really anyone's race at Baku. It could be a safety car and all of the guys at the back that have wing damage, so they're all back into the race for the win. We could still see a Quicksilver comeback, even with that end plate damage. From my experience at Baku, it's like sort of noticeable, but it's not that big of a deal from what I've really noticed, because like you're not really relying on a lot of downforce at Baku. So yeah, and now as Quicksilver is right behind Superduck, might as well be pushing him along as the Ferrari and the Alpine and Com as well, all into that back straight. Quick just sitting on Soup's rear wing, waiting probably for that DRS there, as they're both, I'm assuming they're both on none, as I can see the lights flashing. And now into turn 1. Could it be a repeat of last lap, except instead of Com getting double overtaken, it'll be Soup. But I think Com's pulled out. Are they going to... it's just... And Quick's got P3 from Soup, but now Soup might be able to come back at Quick into turn 3 with the DRS there. We've just got to wait and see, really. And there's yellows. That's a kick of TMT. No, I think he's around. That's unfortunate for the kicks. And now, what is that? That's Soup. Now it's the inverse of what it was before. Now Soup's pushing Quick along here for the battle for the podium. As we can see, Minmay being chased down by 2 Mercs behind. So very interesting race. I think Patrick and Mitchell are holding similar pace here. It just depends if one of them makes a mistake, then that's really going to cost him here. Just anything even minor, like going deep at turn 1, for example. Guys, if Mitchell does it, then Patrick will have DRS, and if Patrick makes a mistake, then Mitchell's going to have an even bigger gap the Red Bull there. But and Quick is gap soup in the middle sector. That is very good pace from the Ferrari. And we got the move done. Now he's gapped Quick, not Quick. Quick is gapped Soup. But I think Soup is really trying to get back in the DRS there. But I think he might have just... I think he will miss out. He's 1.2 back going on to the straight. Just wow.
We got an onboard request here. Sick party coming in with Com United.
With Com. All right, I'll hop on. You know, if you're the guy on the stream, so you get on board with Com.
Yep. So
yeah, see Patrick. Com's in the pits.
On board. He's in the pits. So he's in the pits. We've seen him go into the pits,
which is a bit of an early stop from both of them there, but they should still be able to make it work. So obviously they're both presumably struggling on tyres, but could we see a rogue two-stop attempt from either one of them? Because you can do that at Baku. I mean, I did it last night in Div4. It still worked out for me as Com comes out just ahead of TMT on those fresh, hard tyres. TMT will have the DRS, but I don't think it'd make too much sense to really go for the move if you're TMT here. And yeah, TMT just stays behind Com. Now, Com, he's got a lot of clean air actually. He came out in a really good gap. You know, it's not really. Well, the next car up the road's 5 seconds away, and just, yeah, really just good chunk of clean air to pit into. Like, I'll use Patrick for reference. Patrick is in traffic like throughout this whole middle sector, and Com has just got all the clean air in the world. So that could be really good if Com is going for this undercut, as if Quick or Soup pits this lap, they'll probably come out behind Com now, as they've just been on those mediums for another painful lap. Yeah, Com burning his back through the middle sector there as well. Oh, he's made like 2 seconds up this lap on, or was it Jay-Z in front of him? And we see yellows for, what is that, a kick of Naya at the corner before Castle, which isn't great.
I think these guys are on a two-stop sick party, to be honest.
They could be. I mean, I think I did the similar thing last night, because I ripped my wing off at one of the corners. I pit, changed it, had to do a two-stop, and it paid off in the end of it because I didn't hit too much traffic. But if I were on a two-stop, they really need to just clear the traffic as quickly as they can. Which, yeah, that's what they've got to do. As we see, none of the other leaders pit. So it looks like the current top 9 are committing to the one-stop, and Patrick's and Com I think they could still do a one-stop if they tyre save, but they'd be a fair bit slower by the end of the race. So if they're on a two-stop, that could be a strategy-winning play for Patrick's here, as now he's probably, in Patrick's case, he's come to, you know, the medium runners at the worst time, as it's right before Castle, which is not something you really want to do, as he's pushing Muzz along.
I think it's costing him too much time. The two-stop, it's a lot of traffic there in front to negotiate, holding him up. Precious time that he needs to be making if he is on that two-stop strategy. We'll stay on board with this. We'll see if he can navigate through, as we are seeing more yellows. That looks like down in the end of Sector 1 there. Looked like a bit of Kung Bus and Milano.
Oh, Patrick's going for it. He's going for it, I think.
Bit of a
very good move. Just stuck his nose in there, and Muzz had to leave the space. And SJ, his teammate, will let him pass, as anyone probably would in that situation if you're on old tyres and your teammate's on fresh. And then going into turn 1, can Patrick see the move on Sonny Bray? I think there's a VSC.
Yeah, dude, there's a VSC. A few guys diving in. This ain't gonna help. This ain't gonna help the guys that are on the. This has helped a couple of guys get a cheap pit stop here. I wonder if Sorokin can one stop from here. Buzz looks like he's going to go in. He might change his wing over. Sonny Bray's ducked in. Combinida gets a 10 second, ignoring yellow
unfortunate
flag.
For the V-carb there.
Milano's got a drive through. So a few penalties coming through here.
Which, wow.
DRS is enabled, so a bit of a short VSC, and these guys back
So
up away, but some guys
that
managed
is
to get a
really
cheap
going
pit
to help.
stop.
That
So
is really going to help Sonny Bray, Sorokin, and Muzz as well there, as they just got a cheap pit stop. Then now they're also going to have an undercut on the guys that are still on the mediums ahead, while also losing less time under the pits because of the VSC. So could we see potentially the likes of Sonny Bray and Sorokin take the lead once Mitchell pits, which I think we might see it from Sonny Bray here. Maybe Sorokin would be up there in the mix, as Milano gets a 10 for speeding in the pit lane, which is unfortunate for the V-Carb. And I'm assuming we're going to see all of these medium runners all box this lap, as we see Patrick, who is pushing along Devo here, going into, or going, right before the straight. Patrick, he's really saved his battery. So is Devo, though. But I don't think Devo can really fight him too much on those old mediums, while Patrick's will have the DRS. Should be a pretty simple move, as we might see Devo dive into the pits as well. We see Quicksilver pit. Mitchell commits to a long first stint, as Minmay and Soup follow him in. Devo's also in. And what is the gap between Quick and Patrick's going to be? As it looks, it's going to be an enormous gap. Wow, could Sonny Bray be ahead of Quick? Oh, just barely not by a few seconds. Well, still, Sonny Bray could, if he gets a bang a lap here while Quick is struggling on the cold hards, he could be able to get in DRS there, but it's a bit tricky. Does Quick did not change his wing in the pits, so he still has that damage on the left side of his front wing, which is interesting call, but it's obviously not affecting too much here at Baku. So very interesting call from Mitchell to not pit, really just extending his first stint. But I don't know how much he's going to lose out. He could even lose out to the likes of Quicksilver, Sonny Bray, like that kind of areas where I predicted come out, as Patrick's and Com are most likely, I want to say, on the 2 stop. As we see a yellow flag, it's turn 2, which has not caused a VSA or anything. And Mitchell is on the straight. It looks like he will pit. I don't understand why anyone would go out any longer on these tyres, unless you're going for a mega last stint. And he's in the pits. Mitchell's in the pits. And yeah, we'll see where he comes out compared to Quick and Sonny Bray here. As if Quick is undercut, this could be a masterclass of a strategy, as we saw in Div4 last night that the overcut really doesn't pay off much, as I think Lamb tried it last night. The Ferrari TP tried the overcut and it did not pay off for him, as he finished, well, I think he was P2 in quali and he finished outside the podium in the race there. But Mitchell is out ahead of Quicksilver, critically for this championship fight between these two, or mainly between these two drivers. But Sonny Bray's just, he does not have the pace to try to pull that gap to Quicksilver here. But Quicksilver, he does not have much battery compared to the likes of the Alpine of Mitchell. We've seen Minmay retire.
Minmay's out.
Minmay's
out. There's a big crash.
Turn 3?
There's a big crash.
What is going on? Oh, gotta get a look at this.
Oh, there's a big crash.
Oh, Wally.
Oh,
moly.
Oh, the car's disintegrated.
Oh my god. And Muzz got a 10.
Muzz got a 10.
That is
and it's a safety car. It's a full safety car.
That is going to bring Bry back into it. That is probably what Bry has been praying for in this race after his unfortunate moments. But now that is really going to play into the hands of, I feel like Patrick's here, as Patrick and Con would probably definitely want to pit here just so they can more comfortably go to the end assuming they have 2 sets of hards this race, which tends to be the strategy here, which I think they'll come out behind Mitchell, but it still is looking like a good play to just pit here and then only do, it will be like 2 laps on the safety car, so it'll be like 13 laps on hards pretty much. So it should be the play.
you-
If I'm Patrick's or Com, I would definitely pit if I was either one of them. But
Can we get
we'll see
Goats?
Patrick's come in.
Can we get Goats
Is
in
Com
invite,
going to
please,
follow
mate?
him?
Hang on.
Oh, what?
Goats. He's left, mate. Goats for life.
Oh, go to
Just
Slack. I'll see if he added me.
He'll
So
have
I
to
sent everyone in the lobby
added.
friend
We are
request.
seeing Com and Patrick pit though, as you try and get that sorted. Mitchell stayed out. Quicksilver stays out. Sonny Bray is coming around now. Where's he going to come out in all this? Patrick's going to come out in front, I believe. Yep. So Patrick's done well here. He's on fresh tyres. He's in P3 now. So he is in a really good position now. Sonny Bray, he's on the oldest tyres out of those top 5 at the moment. Devo got it. Oh my days. What has happened? Devo's just got a 10 seconds. He's just got a 10 second for severe collision with Sirotkin. And a wing change. Oh no, I can't believe what I'm seeing right now at the moment. So he's back out on track. We're seeing Sirotkin. He's out on track as well. So I have to wait and see what's happened there. Muzz got a 10 second unavoidable pen, but he's just come in and served it. So that'll be gone. But he'll come out in P13. He's got fresh tyres now, and he's got a fresh wing. So hopefully we can see Muzz get back into the race. Bry, he's in the pits. He's in P14, so he'll be looking to get his way through the field here. 14 laps to go. Plenty of things still to play out in this race here, Sick Party. How do we go with getting Goats back into the lobby?
I do not believe
Goats
he added me back.
Goats is in anyway.
Oh,
He's
no,
joined,
he's back in.
So that's all good.
Now, this is a really interesting call from Quick to not pit and change the wing under safety car, which it has to just be. He must barely be noticing the damage if he's not thinking to change the wing there. But very interesting call, as Goats is on those. She probably will pit now that he's back in the lobby, but still, this could be a long safety car here, as the pack is very spread out due to the tendency of the chaos at Baku. But wow, we could see. Now we have pretty much if Quicksilver was in the lead, then we would see the top 3 in the championship in the order they are, as Minmade leaves, but he had that unfortunate crash. But wow, we could see really anyone in this, like literally anyone could win from here now, as there could be just chaos at the front, and we could see Mars bring it back and win, because Mars is the GOAT. So it's really interesting race, but we'll see if all the guys at the back can catch up to the safety car, because there's a big gap from Milano to just the driver ahead of 40 seconds. So hopefully they'll be all catching up. I'm surprised Devo hasn't pit to serve his 10 under the safety car here, but he'll probably try to get it removed at the end of the race. Really?
Yeah, he must be confident that he can maybe try and get that one removed, so we'll have to just wait and see what happens with that one there. But yeah, where to look here? SJ looks quite dangerous there. P8, he's on 1 lap hards. Jay-Z, looks like a bit of a roadblock for those guys though that are in behind, sort of the P8, P9, P10 on those 4 lap hards, so they're going to be a bit of a struggle. Combinated's going to be looking quite racy there in P6 on the 1 lap hards as well, and Patrick having the tyre offset on the front too. Yeah, I think Patrick is in a fantastic position now. So those guys that opted for the 2-stop strategy, this safety car has really helped them out, I think.
Yeah, I think someone else to look out for in P14 here is Bry, as we know he's rapid from what we've seen from him in quali, but he had those unfortunate incidents. If he can just clear this traffic quickly, we could see him maybe bring it back to a top 5 finish. Just depends if he can clear the traffic quickly enough. But yeah, anyone could be in it. Like anyone from the top 6 could probably still win this race. I mean, if there's more chaos, anyone could win the race. It's Baku, for crying out loud. So yeah, I still like the tire offset that Patrick has. It's not going to be super major, but he'll definitely feel the difference by the end of the race compared to Mitchell and Quick, especially as Quick's been the longest down these hards. So it'll be interesting to see if Patrick's can just get these moves done on Quick and Mitchell here and just take the win at Baku. But yeah.
Yeah, there's still another twist in the tail, I reckon, here, Sick Party. I don't think we've seen the last of the carnage. We've still got 12 laps to go here. We got some fast guys trying to get through the field. We got guys that have got some penalties trying to offset. You've got guys on different age tyres. Yeah, I don't believe this is underdone at all. There's plenty to play out here, and I think this could spice up again. I think.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, that's Baku. Chaos is probably going to happen, especially with the field all bunched together now. I mean, there has been, well, in Div4, we had to do a lobby restart because the safety car glitched backwards and it split the train into two. But hopefully we see none of that tonight, as, well, I think as you know, Nishka, I have a bit of experience with safety cars glitching back into things at Singapore. You know, that wasn't fun.
Me too, mate. Abu Dhabi last season. Yeah, we don't want to see any of that happening.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be really unfortunate, but I don't know if I think Quicksilver can win this, honestly, with that wind damage. He'd have to be really smart with how he uses his battery here, because he will be a little bit slower.
Safety car.
Oh, safety car's in, and what is that? We still have, was it Goats, Milano, and Kung Bus still haven't caught back up to the pack, but I think Goats for life will.
He surely can't get those mediums to the end from here.
Yeah, surely not. And if he will, it'd be like 90% or something ridiculous. As we'll just wait for the restart. As Mitchell was just seen back. Team T's disconnected, which is unfortunate. We'll try to get him back in if you want to take the safety car restart away.
I'll take the restart. We got Mitchell. Oh, we got damage in the back. I see the wing go flying, but we'll stick with the front at the moment. As we see Mitchell, he's taking the restart. He's away. He is off down to the start. Oh, there's a bit of summer. Oh, and Sonny Bray, he's through into P3. So he is through, and Patrick is now down to P4. That's not the start that he wanted. We got more action happening back further in the field. TMT's dropping, being in AI at the moment. Hopefully he can get back in. Plenty of stuff happening back in the pack. As these front guys, they've sort of sorted themselves out a little bit as we come down into the famous turn 3 here. And we got Demo. He's missing all sorts of wing plates. That wing looks in really bad shape. He's missing both end plates. So not the ideal restart for him. Noresha, he's there in P12. Goats, he's there in P13 on those medium tyres. He's got no damage. He's going to look to try and get through. Bry, he's going to look to try and get through as well. What is he doing? Oh, he's got no wing at all. So he's had an absolute shocker of a restart. So that's one we were going to have to look out for, but not anymore, because he's going to have to go get a new wing. TMT, he's just slotted back into the race there in P16, but back towards the front. What is happening? Can Quicksilver stick with these guys at the front? We're going to have to wait and see with that wing damage. He's doing a pretty good job of it at the moment. He's within 5/10 of Mitchell. They're looking to drop Sonny Bray, who's in P3. He managed to get past Patrick. Patrick not had the greatest of restarts here, so Patrick just struggling a little bit there in the Red Bull. Maybe just letting the tyres come in. We'll have to wait and see, but he gets that battery on now. Can he get Sonny Bray down this next straight? QuicksilverDec looks super racy. He's all over the back of Patrick here. Can he get a move down into turn 1? He's very close. They don't have DRS though, but he's burning up. He's getting a nice little toe down the straight. Not closing up enough at the moment. Patrick closing in on Sonny Bray. Nothing doing at the moment. Plenty of stuff happening back in the field though. We go to see Demo. He's into the pit. Oh, all sorts of people are into the pits here. Demo's into the pit. Goats is into the pits. Oh, he's missing his end. Everyone's missing end plates back here. Yeah, that's wild. Team T's just picked up a couple of free positions there. It's probably a good thing he went into AI. AXT, he's doing a pretty good job here in the Aston Martin, up into P11 now, gets some good points there. Muzz, he's up into the top 10. Jay-Z, he's holding on to his top 10 position at the moment, but has a very fast Muzz behind him. Sirotkin, he's dropped out of the DRS of Zagavana. Zagavana trying to push on. 2.1 seconds behind Com United, though, so just struggling a little bit is Zagavana, but P7, fantastic result there for the Red Bulls at the moment. Com United, oh, Goats has retired. Goats has retired. Goats have retired. That's happened on track. What? Oh my god. Devo's off track. This is a shocker. They've had a shocker.
Is it another safety car? Like,
it is. Yeah, it is. It's another safety car.
Oh, that is.
Are
Well,
we gonna?
Wow.
And Milano
And
gets
Milano's
another
gonna
drive-through. Another one. How many drive-throughs is this guy gonna get?
God, that is unfortunate for Milano there.
He didn't learn the first time. This is crazy. Anyway, will we see any of these guys now? Chance on the mediums. Bry, he's going to get a third lifeline here.
Yeah, yeah, literally. I mean, I don't think, like, even if you pit now for mediums, it'll be like, what, 8 laps on him? Which by the end of the race, they'll still be dead. I'd just say more dead than these hards will be, so I don't think we'd see anyone really risk it unless they got damaged, but we are seeing, was that Sonny Bray? No, he just faked me out, alright. I don't think we're going to see anyone really pit here unless they have damage. Maybe anyone who's on like old hards like AXT could potentially pit. I think we see Jay-Z going to the pits. Someone who is on those older hards. Which, yeah, AXT's in. No, Asho's retired. I think he's... Oh my... Yeah. Well,
he's binned it. He's binned it.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh my days. We're bidding under safety car. Are we okay?
Oh yeah. Well, no, again, we're going to see another fault restart in the coming few laps. So it's...
We're about to see a sick party crash out in a minute.
Oh,
oh my days.
Yeah, the wall moved. The wall moved, man. You know, the wall moved.
Oh. Yeah, anyway.
I hope I can try it.
Under safety
Team
car?
T back in, because
Is
I haven't
Team T
heard
back
anything
in?
from him. I don't think so. I haven't heard anything from him. So
he's doing okay in P10. So
yeah.
hopefully he can get back in. That'd be good. We're saying Mars, ask comms, question, Q&A. Fire away. Anger meter check. So I think that one's directed at you, Sick Party, because I'm quite happy at the moment.
Well, from what I've heard from Naya going into this week, Baku was not a strong track. So I'd say like a 6 out of 10, honestly, from how this is going. So,
well, at least he made it to lap 17. That's a positive. Crashing under safety car, maybe not so much of a positive.
Yeah, probably not. So it'll be interesting to see what Jay-Z and AXT can do here on those fresh mediums. See if they can maybe charge through the pack here. But if they're going to have to make up moves, they'll have to make them really early on here, as the mediums will die out relatively quickly. But we could still see like anyone really, like in the top, like 12 really has a shot at winning this, I'd say. As Baku, we could see all the front guys get into a massive crash, and then like just anyone in that kind of mid-pack area could win the race. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here in these remaining few laps of the race.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised. I thought maybe Brian might try and go onto like a medium tyre or something. Being in the position he was in, I wasn't sure if he was going to lose many positions or not, but he might be just confident on those hard tyres that he's got on at the moment. They are pretty fresh still. Maybe he thinks he can still work his way through. We're seeing they have no meds, so that's unfortunate, as we're seeing for Avon. So that's unfortunate. But I do think he can still make up some serious positions from there. Gets another chance now. AXTT. He's looking at a strong position. He's on those medium tyres. He could be one that looks to try and get through here. Also Jay-Z. And also he could work with his teammate too in Bryce. So I think the Astons, they're still ones that they could still push into the top 10 here. Definitely keeping an eye on those guys. Soroka, and he's just been keeping his nose clean most of the night as well in that Williams. He's in P8, reserving up from Div4. He's doing a fantastic job. The Governor, he's just been chipping away, sitting there in P7. This will be helping his tyre wear as well. These laps under the safety car, so he'll be one to watch to go towards the end here. Com United, he's been looking quite fast all night. Can his tyres get to the end? Or they will now, because the safety car has really helped him out. Patrick as well, another one who was on a 2-stop. Maybe they were worried about him with tyre wear as well. That's definitely not going to be an issue
this
now.
lap.
Takes away for the safety car restart, mate. I'm on board here with Mitchell.
All right. So we're going to have Mitchell again, well, once again, leading the safety car restart. And, well, if you're Mitchell, you're obviously just hoping to secure this lead, as with the massive straights at Baku and the slipstream, he could potentially lose out on this lead here. But, yeah, I think Patrick's is probably the man who, if you're in the top 3, you want to watch out for. I mean, he's probably going to want that P3 back that he lost on the last safety car restart, as I think we still see Mitchell go slowly. He's probably going to plant it to the floor. And he has, and we're going out for the restart. Patrick's, again, is side-by-side with Soup. Could Soup knock Patrick's and give Patrick's another poor safety car restart here, but Patrick's holding on to that P4. Still, Muzz and SJ look like they're swapping positions there. Now, Muzz loses that to TMT. The top 5, I think the top 6 stays relatively the same. Muzz and TMT going side by side. A bit of wheel to wheel there. And Patrick has lost 1.2 to Quick ahead. So maybe a bit of a moment there. As we see Sonny Bray and Super Duck side by side there. I think I saw Sonny Bray clip the wall, which is not what you want to see. And could Soup maybe look for a move at Castle, which is a bit of a horrendous thing to attempt, which I don't think we'll see him go for it. But, yeah. So Sonny Bray did not have a good... Oh my, that's a massive snap. Oh, my Lord.
Oh, that car's looking very loose for the Sonny Bray at the moment. He's got that thing on ice skates at the moment. Super Dark putting all sorts of pressure on him. Com United, he's right there as well. SJ right there. They're all there to pick up the pieces. But we are seeing Mitchell nearly breaks the DRS to Quicksilver. He just manages to stay in for the time being. Patrick has managed to get himself back in there as well on those fresher tyres. Could we see him start coming into it? Sonny Bray is really struggling here. Super Dark, he's going to be looking to try and get a move here, I believe. As he looks around the outside, starts burning his right in that slipstream of the Merc. Looking around the outside, they're going to go side by side down into turn 1. The Alpine burns, the Merc burns. He's up the inside. He tries to hold it. He runs wide. He's touched the wall. They're touching.
Oh,
it's 3-1. Com's through on the inside. Com's got through. Is he going to hold it? There's DRS again.
Com does not have it.
Com doesn't have DRS. The Alpine's going to go through. The Merc's going to try and go through. The Red Bull, he's sitting in behind as well. He's going to try and get the move done. But, I heard some banging going on back in there. That sounded awful on my stream. But, yeah, it was awful. The Merc was in the wall and it's got wing damage. So he's going to have to deal with that now. And he's going to have a very fast SJ in behind him. And, yeah, all sorts of carnage happening. There's plenty of battling happening in the backfield. The front 5, they've sort of cleared out a little bit now.
Oh, Mars really went deep at that right-hander there, as I just saw in the background when I was on board with SJ. It's cost him a lot of time, as Quick has been dropped by Mitchell by the looks of it. And just, wow, if you just look at that, if you have a quick little peek at the batteries, Quick really has been pushing this middle sector. He's got Patrick's behind him, who's probably going to be looking to get this move on Quick as soon as possible, as Patrick is on the freshest tyres out of the top 3 here.
Yeah.
So could this be a plain and simple move into turn 1 from Patrick's? And if it is, he's going to be looking forward to try slingshot his way past Quicksilver into the DRS of Mitchell, as not really dropping the battery much for Patrick's, but he's got the move done. Pretty plain, standard Baku move, but Quick didn't really intend on fighting it too hard. As now Quick might be able to go back at him. As in this kind of battle from like P6, we see SJ get past Sonny Bray. Muzz drops another position back to P9 now. Still a bit of wheel banging back there. And Muzz is going to try to come back through. And Quick does not look like he'll be going back for the move on Patrick. Soup is having a little look on Com, but he's not close enough. Sonny Bray is not close enough to go for the move on SJ. We've seen Team T go for it on Jay-Z, side by side with the Haas, and Team T's got that move done. That is my favourite Div5 driver, because he's my only Div5 driver. And Patrick has gapped Quicksilver by looks of it in this little middle sector. So that's fairly interesting. I think Quick's now going to be struggling the most out of the top, like really top 5 here, as he's on the oldest tyres. Well, like the top 3 especially, and he's got the damage to his front wing. So really just, maybe it wasn't the strategy call from the Ferrari guys to not pit Quicksilver to change his wing, as it just looks like he's struggling a fair bit. But this battle between Soup and Com they could just be swapping every lap, as Soup is 6/10 back from Com. So maybe we can see another, Soup move into turn 1. It just depends who's got the battery out of the two of them and who's got lower wings, really. But Soup 2/10 back from Com. He's pushing him along. He's going to go... he's not quite gone for it yet. He's going to rinse all his battery. Might as well have 0%. And into turn 1, I think Soup will have it. And apparently we've missed a comms Q&A, which was...
Oh, yeah, you can answer that one.
Is Soup tough? Soup is very tough, because he's just he's into P4 now. Soup is the toughest driver in Div4. So, yeah. As we see, Quick is just losing more and more time to Patrick. So Patrick is into the 1 second window of Mitchell here. So you've got to spice up the race, the fight for the lead here, as Com and Soup still seem to be pushing each other along. This could be a tooth and nail fight to the end between the Red Bull of Patrick and the Alpine of Mitchell here. It just depends. Like, Patrick's, he's got the fresher tyres, but it just depends who has worse tyre wear out of the two of these guys, or who's just been tyre saving more. I mean, Mitchell has the track position, but at Baku, when there's a car within DRS, they're most likely going to be able to get past you if they have the battery for it. So it'll be interesting to see just who wins this fight for the lead here, as if these two front runners do make a mistake, that could see Quicksilver get back into it, really, as you're still clear of Soup. As I'll have a look at this fight between Patrick's and Mitchell. I see Yellows and Chungbus is retired. He's binned it by the looks of it, as we'll look at Patrick. He's not going to go for the move on Mitchell here. And Com is pushing Soup along into turn 1. No battery for Com at all. And he's got the move. And if you're Soup here, you're looking to go back at Com into turn 3 with the DRS there. And bit of moments at the back as we see some positions changing. As Patrick is still not going for the move yet. He's just sitting behind, probably recharging his batteries. We see Soup, go back for the move on Com there. Pretty plain and simple. I'm surprised Soup is able to fight Com, actually, considering Com's got the tyre advantage by a few laps. So it's pretty interesting. But as we see, Mitchell, he's almost pulled the gap to Patrick's again. But I don't reckon he'll be able to keep Patrick comfortably out of that 1 second window unless Patrick makes a big mistake. But yeah, as Com is still pushing Soup along, that's pretty standard for these past few laps from the safety car restart. Nishka, what do you think? Who do you think is going to win this race here?
I think Mitchell's still got this well under control here. I actually genuinely think Mitchell has better tyre wear than Patrick. I think he's better on the tyres. I think Patrick, that could be a reason why we've seen Patrick sort of going for that 2-stop as well. So I think that 1 lap tyre offset, I don't think it's that great, to be honest. And I think Mitchell might have this one in the bag still.
Yeah, I think I might have to agree with you there, as Mitchell just seems to be maintaining just a consistent amount of pace. As again, I think we might see a swap between Com and Soup into turn 1, which is pretty common considering these last few lapses. Yep, Com goes back at Soup. I think Soup saved up a bit more battery than Com and will probably go back at the V-carb driver into turn 3. Literally just pushing Com along pretty much. Dropping the battery.
Oh my days!
Jesus!
Holy! He just got sent like a
Okay.
rocket ship.
Oh my god, that is like, what was it?
That was like a jump scare. I was like, holy.
Okay. Oh my god, that is a bit akin to what was it, Checo and Sainz's crash at 24 Baku. As pretty, except with just one car on their own.
Oh, man.
My lord!
I'll answer the Q&A now. I don't think Soup's front wing looks so tough anymore.
Oh my!
Jeez.
Holy moly!
That was crazy, man.
As Patrick's is still just trying to get into Mitchell's DRS and just hold on, but Mitchell, he's just got such a battery advantage where Patrick's can maybe burn to get in, but just with how much more battery Mitchell has, he'll get him out. So it's just very interesting to see here. As Soup is now well and truly off the back of Com now after this moment. He's got, I think, double end plate damage, maybe even a bit more wing damage on his left side. So he's really going to be struggling in these final stages of the race. As now I think our closest battle on track is this fight for P6 between SJ, Sonny Bray, TMT, and Sorokin here. They're all in pretty much one big train. And yeah, TMT really getting close to the Merc there. As it doesn't look like as the Merc's flashing his battery, and TMT just slots into P7. Oh, we see Sorokin just lunge it down the inside. That is
And kept it on track. That was
he kept it on track. It was an aggressive move. But now Sonny Bray comes straight back at the Williams driver.
Oh, it just smashes the wall. Absolutely clobbers it. And I think that's made more wing damage. He's got more wing damage now.
Sorokin's got the battery advantage. And now he's clear. Yeah, he's cleared the Merc there. Oh, wow. What a fight for what was like P8. Wow.
That was a fantastic move there from Sorokin, really sending it through, kept it on track, and holds the position. He done really well there. I'm not too sure about the Merc move after that, cannoning into the wall, but can he get back in amongst it? We'll have to see. Sonny Bray trying to hold on to a top 10 there, as you see Bry in the background there, 3 seconds behind. I don't think he's going to be able to close that in, but we'll have to wait and see. The governor, though, he's fighting for dear life for this P6 at the moment. Patrick, he's closing in again. Can he get one last crack at Mitchell on this last lap? I'm going to jump on board with this battle. Sick Party, you're going to take us away for the final lap of the Baku Grand Prix.
All right. So, what was the battle between, like, what?
We're looking at P1. We're looking at P1.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, well, we got Mitchell. He's still bleeding by that 1.2 second margin there, which is just seems to just be holding this gap to Patrick's. And Patrick's a big slide out of turn 1, actually. If you I saw it in the background of Mitchell's, when I was on board with Mitchell there, he had a massive slide, Patrick's did. So Patrick's, if he's going to go for it, he's really got to push in Sector 2 here, while still saving enough batteries to get the Alpine to the line. But I don't think he will be able to go for it, as he's just lost another 10th. As Sonny Bray and Bry are going out in the background here, but I see them jostling positions side by side. But yeah, I think Mitchell's a bit of a wobble there from the Alpine, but yeah, these guys, Mitchell just seems to have this race under control. Keeping his head nice and cool, and as long as he can make it through Castle, he's fine. And I think Bry's in the runoff again, or he's at a moment at turn 3, which is unfortunate from the Aston. As if you're Mitchell here, you're probably just on cruise control now. I mean, he's saved the battery compared to the likes of Patrick, who's still trying to maybe push into that DRS range for hopes of getting a move. But Mitchell, he's just controlled this race really well from both safety car restarts. I mean, he's a well-deserving winner, I'd say, for tonight in
What's happened
Baku.
to AXT? He's retired.
I think he's dropped it, is what I think. Yeah, he's in the wall.
Oh no! And he just got the fastest lap.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the Aston. But Mitchell, he's showing us he's happy. He's swerving across the line, and Mitchell will win the race in Baku. And Bryce retired as Patrick takes second. Quicksilver limping home in third with that wing damage there, and the oldest tyres out of the top 5. Com takes home that P4. Soup. Oh my god, what have I done to my screen? I think Soup.
I think there's been a coming together because this guy's got no wing either, and that's Sonny Gray. He's got no wing. Buzz comes across in P10, Devo P11, Jay-Z P12, and Milano. He's in. He's going to cruise in for a nice P13 there in the V Cup. Could he get fastest lap as well? We'll have to wait and see. He's on those soft tyres, coming down to the line. What's it going to be for the V Cup? Is he going to get an extra point here for P13? We'll have to wait and see. Fantastic. To get 3 points there for the V Cups. Well done from Milano. What a race, Sick Party. Oh my god. So much stuff happens. I don't even know where to start. I'll let you give your thoughts while we see these guys on the podium. I'll make sure I get these results all recorded, mate.
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit of a chaotic race, to say the least, at Baku. I mean, we have pole sitter Bry. I mean, if you're Aston Martin driver and you're looking at the stream and thinking, this, could be clear-cut win for Bry, and, just unfortunately made a few too many mistakes. Cost him, so much time, and just, wow. It's just unfortunate, really, as was, I think, double Aston DNF it was, I think.
Yeah.
Is what that was just really unfortunate. I mean, if you, going into quali, the Aston Martin's probably gleaming with joy. I mean, their driver on pole, and now double DNF is not what they probably would have wanted, seeing that. As, Milano did take the fastest lap there. I did not see that at the end, but he did.
Yeah, he did.
And
TMT was driver of the day, mate, as well. So we'll have to kick Sauber into the comms box, driver of the day, and we had our cleanest driver was Patrick. So extra point going there to the Red Bull driver. If you just want to tag those guys in the chat there, see part of the guys on the podium and the driver of the day. If we could get them in to the comms box, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Driver was kick. And lost the stream there for 2 seconds. Apologies for that, guys. Just waiting for everybody to jump in to the comms box. So we've got Quicksilver's jumping in. He's here. We won't get started with him. We'll go to him afterwards. Actually, what we'll do, we will wait for. Have we got TMT in here, Sick Party?
Yeah, we do. We do have Team T in here.
Okay. Well, we'll get started with TMT. Quicksilver driver. TMT, mate. A fantastic drive for yourself, reserving up, but putting it to P6. Just talk us through your race there. It sort of just looked like you ended up P6 out of nowhere, mate. And just yeah, just sort of quietly achieved it.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I qualified 8th, and I think by turn 3, I was about 15th. I just wanted to be careful into turn 1, and everyone else made me pay for it. And then I got kind of caught back up again, and then got spun. And then I caught back up again with the safety car, and then I disconnected on the restart, and I fell from, I think it was like 9th or something like that, down to 16th. And then as people had accidents or when the next safety car came out and bunched things up and people pit and just others fighting, I just picked my way through and then, yeah, somehow finished 6th, basically P5.
Yeah, it was incredible just to see you get up there after, yeah, obviously getting disconnected. Oh, that was unfortunate, mate. But yeah, it obviously gives you a lot of confidence heading towards tomorrow, mate. How you sort of feeling heading there now? Do you feel like you can have a really good performance tomorrow night now?
I think I said it in the interviews last week, but Baku's arguably, if not my best track, along with Monza. And then at least statistically, it's up there as well with Monza, with Rush getting 2 wins, a P2 and a P3, across the last however many seasons in Baku. So I was already feeling relatively confident. And then I had, from a personal driving side, a clean race, clean qualifying, only nicked a couple of walls here and there. So as long as I can go out and replicate that again tomorrow, I think it'll be a pretty fun battle, especially with Sorokin, who I think he finished 1.3 seconds or something behind me as well. So he'll definitely be one to watch tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Looked like you guys were having a little bit of a battle out there tonight, but yeah, look forward to seeing you guys going around tomorrow nights. Hopefully, probably see you back in here again if you can put in a performance
Oh, I
like
mean, I
that.
hope so. I won't be racing Canada the week after, so I need all the points I can get tomorrow.
Oh, there we go. You heard it here first. He's not going to be at Canada, so he's going to be out for the points tomorrow night. I'm going to hand you over to your TP now, mate. Sick Party, for any questions he's got for you, mate.
Team T, I'd first like to say, brilliant drive, mate. I mean, going up a div, or was it P6 at the end of it? I mean, I'm very happy. It's the best TP and the best kick TP ever that you got P6, especially going up a div. You were in a battle a bit towards the end there with, what was it, Soup, SJ, and Sonny Bray. Do you have anything to say about that? Towards the end?
It was really interesting because leading into that, there was a battle between one of the Astons, the Ferrari, and there was someone else involved as well. And they all kind of made a little bit of contact with each other and were fighting pretty hard down the pit straight and through turn 1, 2. And then down that run into turn 3, I managed to weave my way between all 3 of them, which put me in that position to actually be on the back of the other guys who were already fighting. And then engineer let me know that Sonny was on old tyres, so he'd been sliding out a few corners. So I knew I had a chance there. And then my radio, like the game engineer actually told me the only bit of relevant information he gave me all race, was that Sonny actually had front wing damage. And so it was able to help close in. But because he had that DRS on SJ, it kind of just brought me into that fight as well. And then, Sorokin obviously on the back of it. And it was just Sonny didn't quite have the grip and the turn in through the last actual corner of the track. And so I was able to get him down the pit straight. And then it was about a lap or two later, I basically did the same thing to SJ. and then had the start finish line been 20 meters further down, I would have done the same thing on Soup for P5 because he also had front wing damage. So it was basically I just kept my nose clean and just slowly picked everyone else off who had picked up damage throughout the race.
Yeah, that's pretty much my only question, but still, once again, brilliant drive, mate.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You good, Sick Party?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, go on to the
Alrighty.
next one.
Yeah. Congratulations, Team T, on the driver of the day. We will move along to our P3. I'll let you take this one away, Sick Party.
All right, P3, Quicksilver. A bit of a seeming like just trying to hold on at the end there with that wing damage and those older hards compared to Patrick's and Mitchell at the end there. Do you have any comments about that or anything to say really from just trying to survive at the end by the looks of it?
Not many comments really. Obviously, it was a little bit harder driving around with an end plate missing, but yeah, glad to have recovered back up to P3, and I think that was a solid effort from Mitch and Patrick up ahead.
I've one more question. Is just how did you end up getting that damage to your wing? Because I don't think I picked it up.
I think to everyone's delight, I binned it into turn 1 early on in the race, rejoined, got sandwiched into the wall, and yeah, just unlucky to get a bit of damage there.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. As it looks like it really harmed your race a lot, but I'll pass it on to Nishka to see if he has any questions.
Yeah, quick. I'll say congratulations, but also unlucky tonight with the wing damage. You set some really good pace early on in the qualifying, and that it's a shame not being able to see you sort of battle with those guys at the end there with that damage. How bad was that? Like that damage there to deal with? Was it what sort of time are we talking a lap that we're losing there?
I'd say a solid 2-3 tenths a lap I was losing. I think the other two were faster anyway. But yeah, it wasn't too hard to drive with, honestly, with the wings being so low anyway. It's only an end plate missing, but yeah, still lost out, but I'd say I'm happy to finish where I am after that.
Yeah, absolutely. P3 solid points. It's better than DNF around this track, especially in a championship battle. Sort of. Am I correct in saying we're not going to see you at Canada next week?
It's looking very likely, although don't be surprised if I go to extreme lengths not to miss it. Obviously, in a pretty tight championship battle at the moment, but yeah, it's looking unlikely.
Oh, that's some big news. It's a shame that we might not see you there. But yeah, I think fantastic drive from yourself again tonight, mate. Dealing with that damage, still putting yourself on the podium. I'm sure Lamb's very happy, and yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed that we do see you next week because we don't want to see you missing any races, mate. But yeah, fantastic drive tonight, mate, and well done.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
And that will move us on to P2. I'll take this one away. Sick Party, my game's playing up right now. Wants to communicate for some reason. Not sure what's going on there. But Patrick, fantastic drive tonight, mate. P2. Got online services error, which is weird. Sorry, stream's playing on. Up 2 seconds. Here we go. We got the car now. Sorry, mate. Yeah, fantastic drive, Patrick. The two stop, that would look like the plan from the start. How do you think that was going to play out if we didn't get those safety cars there? Did you think you were going to have the pace to take the win today?
Yeah, that was the plan. The safety cars kind of ruined the pros of the two stop. But that's racing, I guess. It happens. Also, pitting early with the undercut did just put me into traffic, so it meant I had to overtake some cars on some older tyres, so that probably cost me a little bit too. But yeah, look, is what it is. View what happened, and hopefully that's some good data for the rest of the boys for the rest of the week to see one stop versus two stop.
Yeah, absolutely. It looked like yeah, I did notice that when you did pit there, you had sort of those 4 or 5 cars that were just kind of in front of you, and they're all sort of close together. It would have been a little bit difficult, even with the tyre offset. It would have been difficult to try and get through there. Yeah, yeah, I'm not too sure about with this track. It's just so much that can happen, isn't there? Like as we've seen in this race, VSC, safety cars. It's just so unpredictable. Anything can happen at any moment. Someone just makes a mistake and they're in the wall. Makes it very tough. But to put yourself in P2 tonight, man, it's a fantastic drive. I thought with that one lap fresher tyre over Mitch, I thought you were maybe going to try and get inside that DRS and maybe challenge him for the win, but he just looked like he just had a little bit too much pace tonight. But still, nonetheless, mate, I think you should be very, very proud, and I'm sure the Red Bull team's very happy tonight, mate.
Thank you, mate. Yeah, Mitch drove really well at the end there. Was always just a tenth or two out of the DRS at the end. But yeah, phenomenal driving by Mitch to pick up the win. I was also having some Discord problems tonight, so couldn't get on the engineer with the boys. So it was racing solo tonight. So it was kind of my own decision when to pit, when not to. So that probably threw a spanner in the works. But all in all, can't complain about a P2 again. Happy to be on the podium. And yeah, congrats to Mitch and Quicksilver, and look forward to next week.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. Look forward to seeing you next week. I'll pass you over to Sick Party, and yeah, congratulations again, mate.
Cheers.
All right, Patrick, you had a really good drive, I must say. I mean, like, very good showing of pace there. It really, like, the only really negative thing I can say about your race is it looked like you struggled a fair bit on the safety car race starts. As I think on the last one, you almost lost out to Soup, and the one before that, you lost out to one of the Mercs. Do you have anything to? Was like any reason for the safety car restarts not being too good, or?
The first one, I don't want to throw the Merc under the bus, but it was probably alongside me under the restart. I think that's against the rules. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's probably where that went wrong in the first restart. And then the second restart, I think Mitch just got a really good launch. Caught me napping a little bit, and I think I went a little bit wide into turn one, so probably gave Super half a chance. Luckily, I didn't lose the position and was able to hold on to P3. But yeah, it's probably something I don't practice. So yeah, it's definitely something. Safety car restarts and probably just my starts as well. It's two things I can definitely work on for the future.
Yeah, well, even then, like I'll say it again, but you had a really good race. Did you feel like you had the pace at the end to, like, once you cleared Quicksilver to catch up to Mitch, or was it like a bit? Because it looked really equal once you did clear Quicksilver there. But did you feel you had the pace to maybe catch Mitch if there was a few more laps?
Yeah, definitely. It was just the matter of getting in that DRS or not. And I think just falling outside of it those few times, I had to try and use my ERS to get in the DRS. And then that ERS loss probably cost me down the straight. So look, I would like to have those last few laps again and really get them perfect and mount a challenge on Mitch. But yeah, still happy with P2.
Yeah. Well, that's all my questions, really. So I think, Nishka, we should be good to move on now. Correct me if I'm wrong, but...
Yeah, yep, we are, mate. We are. Congratulations again, Patrick. Look forward to seeing you next week at Canada, mate. Is it Canada?
Thank you, mate. Can't wait.
It is Canada next week.
Shout out to Gov.
It is Canada. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is Canada.
Do you want to take this one away, Nishka? Or do
Yeah,
you want me to do it?
I can take it away, or you can take it away. I don't mind.
Yeah, you can. You know.
Okay, I'll take it away. Get the beautiful Alpine up on the screen. Mitch, fantastic drive from start to finish, mate. Just looked like you really had that car under control tonight at Baku. Obviously going longer than everyone else on that first stint too. Looked like you had that tyre wear that everyone keeps talking about with you well under control, mate. Yeah.
No,
Looked well in control, mate. Congratulations. This is a fantastic drive. Just sort of talk us through it. Looked like you were just avoiding all the carnage out in front and just keeping it clean.
I was trying to keep it clean. The first few laps were a bit hairy. I was making sure I wasn't going to bump into anyone this week. So, but I don't know. Just try to stay out of the walls. Try not to rub up against the walls. That was having that issue during practice all week. So, I guess that paid off the practice. But yeah, tyre wear wasn't too bad. I don't know. I do like this room. It's quite funny. The tyre that I'm not good with tyre wear saving. So.
Oh, just roll with it, mate. Just keep proving them wrong every week. Love to see it.
It's good.
Oh, how good. Yeah, sort of. We get sort of getting a little bit worried there towards the end, knowing that Patrick was on one lap fresher tyres, or do you just sort of feel like you just had that under control, that sort of like last 4 or 5 laps?
I think not really. I think it was quite equal. I did try and preserve the tyre under the safety car a little bit. So, yeah, not really. I was more worried about how much battery have I got to defend the position, really.
Yeah, absolutely. That straight is a killer. It is long, and you need to have battery saved for it. If you don't have that battery, you can become a sitting duck quite quickly. As I did see a fair few guys out throughout the race, they did come undone with that. But you look like you've done it to an absolute T, mate. You just kept him at an arm's length that whole last 4 or 5 laps, and got yourself a well-earned victory, mate. And, yeah, how do you sort of feel going towards Canada next week?
Try and do better. I know I won, but I need to be a bit more consistent still, I think. I feel Patrick and Quick are a lot more consistent than what I am, but hopefully that can get fixed over time.
I think that there, right there, that's one of those mindsets where you just want to get better. Even when you've won a race, you know you can still get better, and that's the sort of mentality that breeds championships, mate. So, yeah, if you keep heading the way you're going, mate, you could well be on your way to one of those. I'll hand you over to Sick Party, but yeah, well done again tonight, mate.
Thank you.
All right, Mitchell. First, I'd like to say, spectacular drive. I mean, you handled it really well on both safety car restarts. You led comfortably. Well, I say comfortably, but it was like constantly at a 1.2 second range to Patrick's behind at the end. So really good on your battery management and pace there. Do you have really how do I word it? You had a really good race. Was there anything like you felt like you could have done a bit better in that race, or did you feel like everything was as best you could have done?
Probably the best I could have done it. We got lucky. I was able to actually save the tyre to lap 10. All week I was struggling to get it to lap 9. So I guess, like as I said earlier, I guess not rubbing up against the walls helped a bit. But yeah, got lucky with lap 10, and then I think the safety cars kind of saved the hards a little bit more towards the end.
Yeah. Do you have anything to say about what happened in Collie? How you didn't end up making it out for a final run there?
That was my fault. No, that was my fault. I was too fixated on making sure the setup was right before going out for the run 1 that I think I was behind from there. So, because nothing changed from that point on, it was just I went out too late to begin with for run 1. So by the time I come around to go for run 3, it was way too late.
Yeah.
So that was my doing.
Yeah. Well, I think you qualified, what was it, P3? I think it was.
3.
Yeah. It didn't really cost you too much there.
I could have been. Yeah, I wasn't happy with the
Yeah.
second lap. I was more happy with the first lap, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a bit weird at Baku, honestly. But yeah, still amazing drive from you tonight. You had really good control of the race at the end there. I mean, Yeah. I mean, do you think extending on those mediums early on was the strategy call? Because I know it's like this, you can see it undercut massively at Baku. So I was a bit confused at how long you were extending, but it paid off in the end for you. So
The original
yeah.
plan was lap 9, but because, as I said, the tyre wear wasn't as bad as what I was as what I practiced, I thought we made the decision to go that one extra lap just to try and have the tyre offset towards the end.
Yeah. That's pretty much all my questions. So unless Nishka has anything more to say, then yeah, should be it.
Nah, I got nothing more to say. Just if you got any quick shout outs, mate, anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go.
Just the Alpine team, Soup, Red, Vettel, they're all good. They're all very helpful. I've butchered a couple of their names, so I'm not going to say the other ones. But yeah, the whole team's a vibe. I'm enjoying being at Alpine, and everyone there is pretty chill and pretty good. So I'm happy.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. You guys are absolutely flying, and they'll be very happy with your result again tonight, mate. And let's hope we can see you carry it on next week. But that's going to wrap us up for Division 4. Fantastic action tonight from Baku. It's been absolutely hectic. There's been plenty happening. There's still plenty more to happen though this week. We still have Division 5 tomorrow and Division 3 on Wednesday. So there's still plenty of action still to come. We'll give a quick shout out to Sim Racing Centre, Sim Lab, and Pagny Advanced Simulation. Thanks for the continued support as well. Also, a big thank you to Sick Party jumping in tonight into the comms box. Done a fantastic job, mate. It was absolutely wonderful. I hope you had a good time, mate.
Yeah, I had a pretty fun time. So thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure, mate. Always welcome in the box with me. But that's a very good night from Sick Party and myself, and we'll see you all next time.